Hello student, I am Veerakumarlal, your English teacher. Again I am back to explain you lesson number 3. Two stories about flying, and the second part, Black Aeroplane by Frederick Fawcett. In this chapter, student, we used to see that narrator, he says that I was alone, and I was alone flying my old Dakota aeroplane, and he says that it was a time period when the moon was coming up in the east behind me, and the stars were shining in the clear sky above me, and everything, it was cool and calm, and there was not a cloud in the sky. I was very much happy that I am going back to my home. And you see that he was saying that I was flying my old Dakota aeroplane also, and over France and back to England I was going, and he says that I was dreaming of my holiday and looking forward that very soon I'll be back at my home, and I'll be with my children, and I'll have my good breakfast also. So he says that when I saw the time, and it was 1:30 a.m. in the morning, and he says that I should decide that I call Paris control soon. And he said that I switched on my radio, and I said that Paris control Dakota DS088 here. Can you hear me? I am on the way to England over. And the voice from there, immediately it came, and he said that DS088, I can hear you. You ought to turn 12° west now, DS088 over. And you see that here the narrator, he was very much happy that very soon I am going to reach my home, so that I should call the radio, so that at least the control board can come to know that very soon I am going to reach to the place. And after that, from there the voice it came to me that you have to turn 12° west now. And at once, although you see that I have to follow the instructions, and I checked the map and the compass, they switched over to my second and last fuel tank. It was turned the old Dakota degree towards England. So you see that I'll be in the time for breakfast, I thought. So I thought that very soon I'll be at my home, and I was very much happy. A good big English breakfast, I was dreaming like that, and everything was going well. It was an easy flight. So everything, it was very nice, and I was thinking that very soon I'm going to reach at my home, and I was very much happy in that way. But you see that unfortunately the thing, it happened different. And Paris was about 150 kilometers behind me. When I saw the clouds, storm's cloud, there were huge clouds were there. And when I turned towards 12° west, so what I saw that there was a huge cloud in front of me, and it was like that strong, and I was thinking that it will be very difficult for me to fly in this dense cloud, and I knew that I could not fly over them, and I did not have enough fuel also to fly around them to the north or south. So he was thinking that it will be difficult for me to fly in this dense cloud. But what I can do, I have to follow the instructions. And he says that I ought to go back to Paris. I thought, but I wanted to get home. I wanted to do that breakfast also. I'll take the risk. And he decided that I will take the risk. A very big thing in this chapter, he said that I will take the risk. And I thought and flew that old Dakota straight into that storm. And what he did, he entered in the storm, and when he entered in the storm, you see inside the cloud, he said that everything was sudden black, and I was unable to see the things ahead, and impossible to see even the outside also, that what it is there. And at once what I saw, the whole aeroplane of mine, it was jumping and twisting in the air, and I looked at my compass. Even my compass was also not working, and it was moving round and round and round. It means my compass was dead. It was not telling the particular direction, that in which direction I am moving. So it would not work. The other instruments were also suddenly dead. I tried the radio, and Paris control, I said, can you hear me? And there was no answer from there also. The radio was dead. Situation for me, it was like that. I was unable to think what to do. Only this thing that I have to move ahead. And I had no radio, no compass, and I could not see anywhere. And I lost in the storm. And he was saying that I was only alone over there, and nothing it was there. And then what happened abruptly? Then the black clouds quite near to me, I saw another aeroplane. And when I saw another aeroplane, it had no lights, no wings. And I saw that I could see the pilot only face, which was outside. And I see that what pilot he said to me, and he just waved his hand and he said, just follow me. And he said, follow me, and he knows that I am lost. I thought he is trying to help me. So I decided that this person, abruptly he has come nearby me and he has given a waving hand also. I was very much happy that at least one companion I got in this dense cloud. And after that he turned his aeroplane slowly to the north and in front of my Dakota, so that I would be easier for me to follow him, and I started following him also. I was very much happy to go behind the strange aeroplane like an obedient child. I was moving just behind and following that person who was flying an aeroplane, and after half an hour the strange black aeroplane was still there in front of me in the cloud. So I was very much happy that at least I got one companion and I am also with him. So my fear, which was previously, it was like that I am alone. So you see that one more person has also come who is flying an aeroplane ahead of me. And after that suddenly I came out of the clouds. And when I came out of the clouds, you see that it was a runway. And when it was a runway and airport, I was safe. I turned to look my friend in the black aeroplane, but the sky was empty. And when I landed my aeroplane, I thought that the person who was with me, I should go and meet him. So what I did, I couldn't see anyone was there. And I landed and was not sorry to walk from the old Dakota near the control board. I went and asked a woman, a control center where I was, and the other pilot where he went away, and I wanted to say thank you. So at once I went to that particular place where I could ask about the person who was flying in that dense cloud, so that I can say thanks to him. And the control board said that even we were checking the radar and there was no aeroplane over there. And he said clearly you were alone over there. So I thought that after all, who was that person who helped me to arrive them safely without a compass, without a radio, or without any fuel or tank? And who was that pilot who came nearby me? I was started thinking like that. So my dear students, one thing only I want to say to you, that whenever you do any difficult task, don't be hopeless. Keep remember that God is always with you. And in this particular chapter also we see that God came to help that person who was flying the old Dakota in that dense storm, and God came and helped him. So keep remember, when we try any of the difficult tasks, we should not be hopeless. God is omnipotent. He always ready to help us. Thank you.